Hey there, bronies and ghouls. Warlock Boo here, and today I got another game review. Well, let me set the picture. We here like Skylanders. Especially Pixel. He loves Skylanders. He has 2 games in the series. He has Trap Master, or Trap Team, and Supercharge. He wants the imagination. We've been playing on the app, because it's free, and like always, I am broke. But I went Black Friday shopping. It's a lot easier when you're dead and can flip through things to grab what you wanted. Well, I only had $50 to spend. Got them a set of pajamas, each one of those cheap dollar DVDs. I was like, I can get something else. So, I float on over, and I see something. The games. Skylanders is on sale. $34, still way too expensive. Then I see the Portal Master set. $25. Comes with the game and the creation crystal. I grab it up. And it turned out there's a bunch left later, but the shelf looked almost empty when I grabbed it. But, get home, we open it up. Now, we try it out. And I'm going to give you the highs and lows. The game is a little different than the other Skylanders. It doesn't focus on your Skylanders per se as much as it does the one you make yourself. This game, every Skylander has a cliche in it, a specialty thing. Original was the Skylanders themselves. Giants, the second one was the Giants, the bigger Skylanders. The third one was Swap Force, which they could swap and become dual attributes. Fourth was Trap Team. You could trap the bad guys and play as them. Fifth was Supercharge. You could race. Got cars, and that one was actually really fun. Great story, I gotta say, that one. And this one, the 6 Skylanders specialty is creation crystals, or Imaginators. What it is Skylanders is a kind of adventure, beat-em-up, RPG-ish deal. It's a toy-to-life series. Every character is a toy. Put the character on the stand, they appear in the game. The toy saves all the progress of that character's leveling so you can bring it to someone else's house and play. The stories are alright. They're not horrible. Some have been a lot better. Supercharge, I still think, has one of the best stories. But gameplay is all fairly the same, beat 'em up with some RPG elements to get new skills and stuff per character. All of them, though, you've had to be pre-made characters, the stories you buy. This one changes it up. You get these crystals. You put the crystal on, it will tell you to do it at the beginning of the game. Every crystal represents an element. Fire, water, air, earth, life, undead, dark, light, and tech. If I'm missing one, I'm sorry. There's a lot of them. You put the crystal down of the element you want. And then it asks to pick a class. Sorcerer, Brawler, Sentinel, things like that. When you pick a class, it tells you this is permanent. You have to be ready for this class to be the only class you want. Of course, you say yes, because that's what you want. And then it puts you to the creation screen. And oh my god, this creation screen is awesome. Why is it awesome, you may ask me? And I'll answer. They give you so many choices. You can pick the head, the torso, the arms, the leg, the tail, the colors pattern. Pick from a set or pick your own. The eyes, the ears, the hair, helmets, the arm gear, the shoulder gear, the leg gear, the weapon, the backpack, the size, the voice, what they say when they come out. And as you go, you unlock more pieces, so your Skylander may not look at all like you started with. You may come out, oh, I want a big buff warrior. Put an earth down, get the smasher to class, get him big and buff, but as you go, you may start mixing pieces, and soon you come up with a completely different thing. You may come up with a Birdman or Lizardman later on as you unlock more parts. Now, the base parts are just base parts. That's how you look. It's the arm gear, the shoulder gear, all that gear extra that you can add actually up your stats. Weapons up your stats. You may want a weapon that's powerful, but you may think it looks stupid, so you may go with a slightly weaker one. It is up to you. You have stats such as attack, defense, speed, luck, and I swear there's one more, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. You unlock new attacks, just like the other ones, but it adds a nice feature to be able to create your own. And then they also introduce senseis. Senseis are the teachers of the Imaginators. You have the hero senseis and the villain senseis. They're the same thing, except some used to be villains. Most of the Doom Patrol are villain senseis. Gold Queen, Wolfgang, Dr. Kraken, Chompy Mage, those guys. Hero senseis are like Tri-Top, Hopscotch, or Dreadscotch, whatever. You get the point. The senseis can go into special parts to unlock special gear for the Imaginators. They have special gongs they can ring to make enemies come out. And they can unlock new things themselves from up-leveling for those guys. So it's really nice. I do gotta say, it takes away kind of from want of the original Skylanders. You're like, I don't need those no more. Why do I play with Spyro? It does bring back racing, but only as a special feature. So if you have your supercharged cars, you can still use them in races, but you can have your Imaginators pilot them now, which is a cool feature. On top of that, we also get, what was it called? Oh yeah, we get the different levels are done different. You know how it was Flynn, Callie, and the little scholar that was helping you most of the time? Now it's Spyro and Stealth Elf. You see a lot of the original Skylanders talking to you, which is neat, but some of them really shouldn't talk. Spyro is kind of annoying. And I grew up, Spyro the Dragon was the first game I beat by myself. I have a connection with Spyro. I played the 3 original. I played 2 of that remake series that I loved. I never did get the 3rd one, even though 2 of the Game Boy series. I love Spyro. And I don't like how they made him in this. It's annoying. He's kind of annoying. Also, I can't get used to Gilgren's voice. He acts like he should be a nervous wreck, but he sounds like a drill sergeant. It makes no sense to me. But oh well, that's complaining for another time. It is nice to see Flynn not in there so much, but I miss Callie. I like Callie. Purry always wanted to play as Callie. She always wanted her as a Skylander. She thought she was cool. The story is kind of bland and doesn't connect with the other stories. In the Supercharge, Chaos said he was going to come in as their consult to Supreme Evil. That way he could help them defeat the other bad guys. That way he would be the only bad guy and could have an easier time taking over. In this, it's like that never happened. And I wanted that. I wanted to see Chaos helping you. That would have been funny. But he doesn't. It's just like he's always been bad again. I don't know what happened. Where did the falling out go? You can actually get him, though, as a sensei now. One of the toys you can buy is Chaos. He is his own class and his own element. He's Chaos. There's nothing else for him. But I digress. The story is bland. Chaos got some creation magic. It's what the creators, the ancients, used to create Skyland. I'm thinking the leading up to the creators were actually the programmers. It's their imagination, and that's what you are. You are made from what they used to make Skyland. The Imaginators. That's why you were created like you are, all weird. Chaos is making Doomlanders the opposite, but he can't get them right, so he's trying to figure it out. Glumshanks is always on point and hilarious as always. I like Glumshanks. I want him as a Skylander. But the game is fun. I gotta say that. It has a new feature. In the other games, between missions, you'd go just to the Academy, explore a bit, which was nice. In this one, you got a huge overmap to explore. I mean, you can run around it. It reminds me a lot of older games. Jump in your mission, you can find enemies to fight, secret areas. You can go to the Academy, but the Academy after Supercharged, the Academy was huge in Supercharged. This, it kind of seems bare. It reminds me a lot more of the Trap Team Academy, but smaller. And without the trap prison right there in the middle. Now it's a statue of a fountain with a floating mystic Eon head. I don't know. Don't question it. Persephone, you really don't need in this game. She can upgrade you, but you can do that yourself. I guess it's for more of the senseis or other characters, but you can still go train, but again, treasure isn't as good either. You got different treasure chests, just like in the other one, except treasure chests only give you money now. You can find treasure chests that give you parts. They're Imaginator chests. They'll be scattered around. You get them from missions, stuff like that. The problem is, that's all. You don't get the hats like you used to. You don't get neat little tokens from chests like you used to. You can find them, but they're just scattered randomly. The treasure finding in this one isn't quite as good. I do like when I find an Imaginator chest. It makes me feel good. You also have sets of Imaginators pieces. If you get all the sets, you get an extra piece from it. You can also buy for like $5-6 these little actual physical Imaginator chests you put on the dang, and they give you like a lot of stuff, or you can get DLC of it. But you don't need it to beat the game. You can just do it if you want to, which I like. I always like that feature. You don't need this, but if you just want it to maybe get what you want, you can, but you can still find it in the world. I like that feature. That's always a welcome thing in a game. Gives you the choice. You don't have to do this. While other games are like, you have to do this to beat it. This one, you're not. Again, I said the story was kind of bare bones. I really didn't like it. I have no senseis yet. I do have 2 crystals. The reason I don't have senseis is no senseis came in the Portal Master Pack, which kind of is a letdown. I was hoping at least Golden Queen would. Kind of want her. I think she's cool looking. But again, no. But we do have 2 creation crystals. We have Fire, which comes with it, which Pixel and Grin designed a character named Sunburn. It's a girl. She's a sentinel, and she looks awesome. I have an undead. I don't know who would think I have an undead. But he's really cool. I dubbed him Stitch Soul. He looks like a Raggedy Andy doll. And he's a sorcerer class, so I can cast spells. I mean, who would think Warlock Boo would be an undead sorcerer? But, yeah, and it's fun. I like playing with Pixel. I like playing with Grin. Purry wants to make a light smasher. She made one on the app that was a giant skeleton dragon, but it was a light smasher, nonetheless. Straight Jacket's playing the game. He's really loving it. A lot of people I know are playing it, and they're liking it. It's, like I said, it's a good game. But I'm gonna have to give it a 9. I'd rate it as full 10, but the story is killing me. It's so boring. I mean, chaos is fun, but it's just so boring. Well, more of an 8.5. I'm giving it an 8.5. Because some of the Skylanders are boring too. It's just, it doesn't feel as good. Like I said, to me, Supercharged had the best storyline. Chaos almost destroyed everything in it. And this, they act like Chaos is a wimp again. Of course, Chaos doesn't, but everyone's like, oh, it's Chaos, whatever. He almost destroyed everything. What do you mean, whatever? If he has a plan, you should stop it. They just let him get away when he just goes floating away. Which annoys me. It's one thing in this game. In the other games, they got annoyed at Chaos, but they still saw him as a threat. In this game, it's like, oh, whatever. He almost destroyed Skyland a couple dozen times, but whatever. Let him go. It's kind of like that, and it annoys me. I think the reason, instead of using Flynn and everyone, is because they're trying to promote the new Skylanders series. Which I'm going to go off into a little thing about this. Pixel and Grin have been watching it. It's not bad. It's not good. It's annoying a bit. Again, Spyro's an annoying ass in it. I kind of like Stealth Elf in it. And I like Pop Fizz is awesome. He is now one of my favorite Skylanders because of the series. He's just on point all the time. But you can tell with the series they did a lot of thought work. They researched everything, but they changed things. Like in the game, the Doom Patrollers had been together and been locked up. In this, that never happened. They meet in prison, which doesn't make sense. That's not how the game said it. Also, Chaos is kind of wimpy in it. I mean, they got all the voice actors, but and Chaos and Glumshanks can be hilarious, but they're not the same. I guess it's a prequel, but they mention things in this that in later series were new. I mean, like the Rift engines, they didn't know about till later, but in this, they know about it. The Imaginators, they meet the Penguin Sensei, who in the game only Stealth Elf knew him. He was her teacher. But in this, they all knew him. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I like how they're trying to make this, but at the same time, in the show, Spyro, Stealth Elf, Eruptor, Jetvac, and kind of Pop Fizz are the main characters, and then kind of Chaos and Glumshanks are. I don't like how Master Eon is this. He's too, in the games he was always big, kind of nice, but stern, and, it was nice. I liked how he was in this, in that. But in this, he's kind of just too goofy. I don't like it as much. But that's me nitpicking at a show, not the game. But, you should give, Imaginators Skylanders a shot. It's good. If you have a Portal, get the Portal Master Edition and just buy the characters later. If you don't, buy the whole set. It's good. I do gotta say this, they added Crash Bandicoot. In the last game, Supercharged added Bowser and Donkey Kong. In this one, you get Crash Bandicoot and Neo Cortex as senseis. Neo is a villain. Crash is a hero sensei. Neo is a tech blaster, meaning he gets two guns. And I swear this is perfect for Crash. He is a life brawler. That makes perfect sense for him. And he also appears in the show. I don't know if Bowser appears in the show, but kind of sounds like he has an Australian accent in the show, which makes perfect sense again, because Bandicoots are Australian. But, yeah. Give this a try if you can. Can pick it up. I know the price is a little steep. It will go down, but I'd suggest getting the Portal Master set if you already have a Portal. Or if you don't, get the Portal Master set and buy used Portal at GameStop. They're $2. And you're still saving a whole lot more money than if you bought the whole set. But if you want those senseis, because they do come in handy, and I wish I had some, I'd suggest getting the whole set. But you can always just buy them later. Because you know the senseis that came with it as starters will be cheap used at GameStop. They always are. They just always are. But if you want to trade in your crystals, I doubt GameStop will take those because they're already used. The senseis are another thing. They can be reset. So give it a try. I'd suggest it. I really like it. In the background, you'll be seeing some gameplay of me and some gameplay of Pixel and me playing. So you'll see our characters. It's really nice. Give me a like and subscribe if you want more. And I'll be having a Nightmare of Equestria coming out soon. It should be, it may not be. I talked to Mrs. Smarty Pants last night. I can't promise it will be that one because this one's getting kind of hard to write for. It may be another one. But if you have a suggestion on one, leave it down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys want to hear. If you got a game you want me to review, tell me. Depends if I can afford it. Depends not. And this has been Warlock Boo saying I hope to be spooking y'all later. Bye.